What's going on out there, comic book geeks? Welcome back to another episode of the Comic Stand with me, TheMrDarkPhoenix, and of course, Spider-Man right behind me. Let's just delve right into it. I have a great announcement for everybody. Harley Quinn, since her 10-year hiatus from being in her own comic book, now with the new 52, is going to be in her own comic book again, with 52 co-writers Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, along with an unknown artist. They'll be putting Harley into her own little adventures, her own little spin-off, and all this stuff. Connor was quoted by saying, "We took a good look at the new 52 version and then applied it to what we were going to do with the series. Harley is a complex character, and we are going to build on her background, motivations, and her home and a supporting cast. Sort of what we did with Power Girl, but with a mix of more homicidal maniac added in." Which is really good. I feel Harley deserves her own comic. I feel like a lot of people underestimate her because they feel like she's just the Joker's girlfriend. She's just the Joker's side chick or whatever. But for all of us that really do understand Harley, read on her and know her, feel that she can be her own main character, because this is my own thing. I feel that she's just as or crazier than the Joker, but they rarely portray that. They always portray her as weak and dependent on him, which is understandable, but at the same time, which let her wings grow when she was with Poison Ivy. They both did a lot together, and that's what made Joker think, wow, I gotta keep this chick under wraps, because she's doing a lot more than I did, and she's doing more successful things. And so what I hope this series does for Harley is I hope that it makes up for a lot of the lost time that she's had since her own comic. And I hope that this series definitely portrays her more as her own person. She's her own person if you think about it. And this series needs to capitalize on how strong she is on her own, and how she can let go of her obsession and be her own villainess or be her own anti-hero, and how she doesn't always need Mr. J to do everything. And I feel like that would be relatable to a lot of people, because we all know Harley as the crazy maniac, but being a crazy maniac always depends on the Joker. You can't really do anything without him. But this series should focus more on Harleen and how she has a degree in psychiatry, which is really useful to use as somebody that you can play mind games with people, and that's a talent that I think they haven't really come across or portrayed. Like Harvey Dent is a district attorney, so he uses his judicial skills all the time sometimes when it comes to like fighting crime and all this other stuff. I mean, when it comes to being a villain and all that. So why not have Harley mess with people's heads, or try and get in their heads and then make them do what she wants, and then pull a full 360 from that? I say they should do that. Connor also added that we want to put her in new surroundings with new people and see how she behaves in the environment. Is she going to try and keep it together, or is she going to cut loose and introduce her new world to the Harley brand of crazy? That touches up on what I just said a few seconds ago, where they're going to let her be her own independent person. The clown princess of crime can come out. She can come out. She's strong-willed. She's very, very good at what she does when she's on her own. Who knows? She might even have like a gang of her own. Like maybe like a little reminiscent of Harley Quinn's Revenge from Batman Arkham City. She could basically do all that. I love Harley Quinn. I've always wanted to see her back in comics. This series is definitely going to be looking up a lot, and I cannot wait. As for cameos from other people like the Joker or like the Bat Family or cameos like that, the Joker is someone we know she can't shake off. So he'll probably make an appearance, but not like, hey, this is my comic. It's going to be like, no, this is my comic. No word on how he'll show up, but it's the Joker, so we never know how he's going to show up. Batman may show up. A lot of other people may show up. They're going to introduce new characters. So you never know what's going to happen, especially when it involves Harley Quinn. You never know what's going to happen, so we'll just have to wait and see, and pick it up at your local comic book store once the release date is out. I'll keep you guys updated on that later on. But I love Harley. I can't wait for the comic. Let me know in the crotch bar below what you think about the new comic. Give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and share it with your friends. With your other comic book friends, to see what they think. I can't wait for Harley to come into the comic books. I'm going to be picking this up. Hope there's variants. Hope that they maybe change her costume a little back to the original. I'm not with the whole half-naked thing. I like the original. you know, the revamps like in Arkham Asylum with the nurse outfit, and then Arkham City with the biker chick outfit. That was really nice. She needs to be more like that, but like I said, unknown artist, so we don't know who's doing it yet. But I'll definitely update you guys on that later on. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week of the Comic Stand. Don't forget to stay tuned and geek out and enjoy your lives, and wait until next week for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching.